Welcome to Culturally Incorrect, the podcast where two friends dive into the ordinary, turning the mundane into a humorous adventure.
Join us for laughter, candid conversations, and a dose of friendship as we explore the everyday topics that make life truly basic.
We're your hosts, Ken.
And Z,
We're here to turn your everyday into a fun-filled conversation.
so grab the drink of your choice, put on your headphones, and let's chat.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Culturally Incorrect. Today we have a guest, Youssef, who is my younger brother, and so he's gonna give us a little bit of his perspective and hopefully reserve some of the stories about me from my childhood as much as possible.
We want all of it.
We, we want none of it. We want to keep it all to himself. So normally when we have a guest, we do like a theme. So today we're going to do a couple hypotheticals, but we're going to start out with some, just general questions. And so, Youssef, so what is something that you wholeheartedly believed as a kid that was true that you realized wasn't?
Unicorns were real.
Did you really think that?
I swear to you, excuse my language, I'm sorry.
You know,
I swear to you for a long time, I can't tell you how many years it was, but I was going that unicorns were a real thing. But I straight up thought unicorns were real, and I couldn't understand when I found that unicorns weren't real.
so so were you a brony like The Rock?
No, it wasn't a brony. It was a movie that I watched when I was younger. I don't remember what it was. It was with Tom Cruise, one of his first movies he had with the I can't remember the name of the movie.
Tom Cruise had a unicorn movie?
Yeah, man, it was one of the. It was like a fantasy movie, and there was a unicorn in it. And I could have swore on my life that unicorns are real. I couldn't understand because the horses and the unicorns and it all just kind of meshed together. My
Makes
brother
sense.
was running through the ghetto thinking like, "I'm gonna see a unicorn one day."
How real?
That don't even make sense.
No,
Listen,
see that as a kid. It's you're learning about horses. So why would you assume that they made up a fake horse? Like a fake, you know what I mean? Like this thing is real. I've learned about it. Why? That's not far fetched to me.
listen. They
Unicorns,
teach you,
yo?
bro. They teach you about dinosaurs. You don't ever see dinosaurs.
Nope.
Dinosaurs are
Never,
real.
never,
You got
never.
fossils. In my baby brain, thought the unicorns were a real thing.
So, but you,
I can understand that. You can't see that?
no, I cannot see unicorns.
Wow.
Like,
Maybe you're thinking about it in like this fairy dust kind of magical pink outer cotton candy way.
I guess. I guess. Z, what about you? What was something you thought was real that,
Something that I thought was real as a child that
yeah,
I
as a
don't
child?
think is real anymore.
Yeah.
Probably all of the fairies, like Tooth Fairy, all that.
Oh, so your
Yeah,
parents lied to you as a kid?
absolutely. I
Oh,
mean, I think all good parents did.
man. Oh, wow. I didn't
They
lie to my
they
kids.
did tell you that in the beginning. Oh no?
No tooth fairy, no Christmas, no Santa Claus. I didn't do none of that. No Easter bunny. I gave it to them straight. It's like no white man giving you nothing. It
Okay,
belongs
why
to
it
me.
gotta be white? Why can't it just be a regular? Why can't it be a white, or a black Easter bunny?
No, Black
There are
Easter,
black bunnies.
Black Easter bunny.
There
Again,
are black bunnies.
yeah, the black bunny running around the hood giving out eggs. No, what's going on?
Trifling. Oh my
I ain't telling
God.
them nothing.
So what about when their friends were at school like, oh yeah, the tooth fairy left me money. Your
Yeah,
kids were the kids that were like, you don't have a tooth fairy. That was your dad.
yeah, but no,
Oh, trifling.
yeah, my kids are the ones that went to school. Was like Santa's not real. My
Eh.
my daughter came home was like, Dad, are you sure Santa's not real? Because I'm telling these kids at school and they don't believe me.
Reckon their whole situation. They only like 5 or 6, and she killing their spirit.
They
Yeah, no, that's on you.
they wasn't down. They wasn't down.
That's no. I
That's that.
mean,
That's
up
that.
until a certain age.
That's that real ghetto life. You realize real soon when you ain't got nothing that ain't
Yeah.
no ain't no white man coming down the chimney. We ain't have no chimney.
Yeah, how you
We
getting
had
in
the
the house?
kerosene heater.
That's breaking and entering, yo.
We had the kerosene heater. Where you go bring these presents from? We eat all year. You want to talk about some white man gonna bring me a present? Well, I want a GI Joe man.
Yeah,
I mean, you know,
yeah. So so one thing we talk about is like when did you realize where we were as a family financially. Like, so I tell a story all the time where I didn't realize where we were until probably well outside of high school. Like when I joined the military, I realized how poor we actually were. But like as a kid, man, mom and dad hid that from us so well. Like I remember running through the Salvation Army. Remember running through the aisles of the Salvation Army store, like running through the
Yeah.
clothes and stuff. And they had like Salvation Army used to always have like this fake setup, like you know how like the department stores like to have like a
Yep.
window where they put like bed furniture and stuff together. They would do that with used items. So they would put like a window display together up front. And that'd be like the high class stuff in the Salvation Army.
Yeah.
So that's like so when I started to like go out into the world and I started thinking back, I was like, man, we was po, like fresh air kid poor.
You was a late bloomer. I caught on real quick that we were poor because we were 4 years apart. So by the time I was in mm, maybe the fifth grade, I realized we have everything like everybody else. That was it's rough going to school, man. You wearing clothes from 1985 and you in school in 1990, and it's like, hold on, wait a second. Everybody got leather jackets. I ain't got no leather jacket. That starter jacket, and everybody had it. That Carolina, what was it? The hoodie, the jacket from Charlotte
Yeah,
Hornets.
yeah,
I
Charlotte
had that
Hornet
starter
one.
jacket. Yep. Yeah, I learned real early that we ain't have it. That we ain't have as much as everybody else.
That's funny. That's the example I gave last time about the clothes being hand me downs. Like, dang. All right.
Listen, I was 1980. It was everything that came from 1970 on down. The brother was in it, and I started realizing that we didn't have it like everybody else.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah, I
early.
think in the point where we're in the 90s and we're wearing corduroy pants, I think that kind of gave it away. Like we sitting there going shh, shh, shh.
You know
And
what's
them
funny? I
overalls,
love
man.
corduroys. I did. I was like, so what was the song?
I don't remember. It was a song for corduroys.
Yeah. Dang it. I gotta think of it. Oh, peanut butter almond joy. Look who got on corduroys.
I
No,
ain't never heard
Y'all
that
didn't hear that?
no,
that.
no.
And then they would make like
Whoa,
the fire.
whoa, excuse me? No, never heard of that.
Yes. Oh, that's crazy. Yeah. But I
Peanut
love
butter
them.
almond joy. Look who got it. I'm just stuck. That's stuck now.
Look who, look who got on corduroys. I wish I would have heard that growing up. I'd have been walking around singing that all day long. Starting fires.
Oh, that's exactly what they used to
And,
say. Oh, you starting fires.
man, mom
There.
loved them corduroys. Mom loved
Yeah, man,
corduroys and overalls was her thing. Them
bro.
damn buttons.
Yeah,
Oh,
Can't
getting
get.
that
You got to
whole
use the
thing.
bathroom. You and that trying to get it.
It's
Piss
like
on
you always
myself.
gotta leave one undone because
Always.
emergency. You
Exactly.
gotta leave one undone.
Until it became a fashion trend, and then you just lift them both off. But as a kid, they want to buckle you all up, you all tight in there, and you got an emergency, you got to go to the bathroom. You 7, 8 years old, you ain't thinking like you ain't thinking about unhooking it. You know what I mean? You hold it until you gotta go. You get in the bathroom, you and that mother trying to get it loose.
That's
I
and
what
had
they used to
Harry
do for
Houdini up in
snowsuits
this
too.
piece.
yeah,
The snowsuits did y'all mom do that? Like bundle y'all up. I'm talking about to the neck. Them snowsuits. I mean, you had on long johns,
that was the snowsuit I
regular clothes, and you had on a
that
snowsuit.
was the snowsuit I peed in.
Hey, and I think you know what? It was it the navy blue one.
Yeah,
I didn't have been yeah, because I was out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I
Oh
remember that.
yeah, that
God.
was
I
the
got a
one I
picture of
peed
me
in.
in that snowsuit.
Oh
Them
Telling
man.
you,
snowsuits are horrible too. The '80s were terrible. I still
ah,
smell the '80s.
bro,
God,
bro. I
Oh
remember,
God.
I remember on the snow days building like the forts and stuff and going down like the Hetzels when the pool would fill up with snow and going in there. I don't know how we didn't get caught in the pool, like stuck down in
how
the
we
bottom.
die and things should have collapsed. We're in there digging holes, fucking 12 feet
Like,
of snow.
You get dead right.
yeah, like
We should
nobody
have
cared
won.
about kids in the 80s, bro. Like in the 80s, you were just an accessory running around. As long as you wasn't in their face, they're like, go outside and then figure it out. And
Why
then,
are you in here? That's
yeah,
the question. Why are you in here?
ugh, that's
Don't come
terrible.
back in when
Your
the
friend
street
gonna
lights
punish
come
it?
on.
It's terrible.
Out there setting fires and causing chaos. Yeah.
That shit was terrible, bro.
that movie was Legend too. If you never seen the movie Legend with Tom Cruise, remember he
Legend.
had the big devil thing. It was like a fairy tale movie. It had the little fairy in it
Did
flying
they have like a
around.
big red devil in it?
Yes, that was the movie. That movie left a stray. I don't know when it came out, what year it came out. 1985. That's what it was. I'm looking at it right now. 1985. That movie came out. I was only
I
like
don't remember
maybe
it.
4 or 5 years old, depending on when it came out. That
Legend.
movie came out had the whole basis was a unicorn, and from there on, I thought unicorns were real until about like maybe 10, 11 years old. I was
Oh
riding that
wow.
pony that unicorns existed.
Like I'm gonna find
Didn't
me
tell
one.
me nothing.
Yeah,
You ain't never
no.
go watch the movie again.
Can you believe in unicorns to a degree? You believe you gonna find a ghetto CEO? That's a unicorn, honey.
They ain't a unicorn. They all over the place.
Oh,
The problem is that ghetto CEO doesn't want me. I'm too low key for them. Either I'm a square. Oh man, I saw something the other day, and the dude had me laughing my ass off because he was like, "Yeah, you're an L7," and I yeah, I ain't never heard that shit before in my life. It's like you an L7, and he's like, "Yeah, you're a square."
again,
I was
I
like,
laugh because I'm like, that's a rectangle.
I was like, what?
When I was young, I was like, no, that's a rectangle. Yeah, that's from a movie. You never saw that movie?
I saw it on a show yesterday. It was I think I was rewatching Monk, and I was like, what does that's stupid. Like who comes up with this stuff?
It was funny though. Yeah, you are an
Mm,
L7.
mm. What food didn't you like as a kid? Like for real, like mine was liver, yo. Like I couldn't stand when
That was
mom used to make liver.
I was waiting for you to answer like ask to say it. That was I was going liver. As soon as you said food, I said liver. You didn't even have that. What was the worst? Liver was. I remember
Yo,
like because dad was straight crazy, and we ate what he said. It wasn't his, and I remember falling asleep in my plate because I wouldn't eat the liver. I'm like I'm not eating it. I was young too. I'm like I'm not eating this. I can't eat it. I'm not doing it. Sat me down in the kitchen, and I must have been down there for like 4 or 5 hours. I fell asleep in that plate. Mom came down. I was like, baby, go ahead. You go
Go
ahead and
to
sleep. I'll
bed.
take care of this.
bro.
I ain't eat the liver. I ain't eat it. He was
Bro,
gonna beat me until next
That's
week. I ain't eat that liver.
funny.
bro, remember on I told when we talked about this. Remember on Dickinson Street. Remember the kitchen used to have that table in the middle, right? Remember mom used to always keep the plant in the center of the table. I used to dig a hole in the plant and cut my liver up and stuff it into the plant and cover it back up. But but that's the only way I could get away because I didn't want to sit at the table. And I was like, man, I'm gonna just dig a hole right here and just shove it in there. Yeah, but I
Not me.
couldn't stand liver, bro.
I fell asleep right in that plate. I can still taste it right now. If you did you ever eat liver before?
I
See?
have. I
She
love my
likes
mom's
liver.
liver.
Oh my god! See now, I still taste it. I still can taste it to this
Oh,
day. And I don't think we stopped eating that after
Liver,
Pop left. That
liver
was
and
like
onions,
30 years
yeah,
ago.
that's so nasty.
with rice and gravy.
Oh
So
no,
good.
no,
It's so good.
no. Oh, you know what? Chitlins.
Oh no,
Chitlins.
I
Chitlins.
never had chitlins.
Chitlins were like I couldn't the smell. Like I couldn't do
Yeah,
it, man.
and then the fact you gotta clean it with bleach. I'm not eating that.
So first,
No.
I blocked off eating chitlins. I'm sure we ate chitlins because I remember mom making chitlins. So if she
Oh,
made it, I'm sure we ate it. But I do
oh.
not recall ever eating chitlins. Like I can't
How do they
mentally.
prepare it? Do you like chop it up like ground meat? Like how do you eat it? Because it's intestine, so it's really thick, right? So how do you eat it? You gotta chop it up really fine, right? I don't know.
I
I'm
just
asking.
I don't remember. I just remember the smell. I
Yeah.
just remember when she used to cook it and the whole house just woo.
I remember the smell, but I do not remember actually physically sitting down and eating it. Like I said, so that must be a childhood block that I have.
You say you repress that
I
memory.
repressed it
That memory is
because
gone. Go ahead to the back.
yeah,
We don't
because
need
I couldn't tell you what it looked like in a bowl. I couldn't tell you what it tasted
I'm
like. Nothing.
curious. Yeah. So the other smells when you were cooking would be collard greens or cabbage. I didn't like the smell of cooking that either. So for a minute I wouldn't eat it when I was little, but then I was like, this tastes great. Do y'all eat cabbage and collard greens? Y'all
Collard
looking at me
greens,
like,
I do.
no.
I do cabbage,
collard
black
greens
eyed
is like
peas, collard greens.
You said no?
cabbage. Cabbage ain't getting down, but collard greens, yeah, we ate collard greens like crazy. But cabbage is not my thing. Mm-mm.
Uh,
I eat cabbage now. I didn't do it before though.
when you were young. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think that's a good part of growing up with older people is that you like, yeah, I like what they like because they knew how to cook it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So here's one that is debatable, right? Name a show growing up as a kid that either or growing up, this is just a show, right? That you don't like that puts you at risk for having your card revoked.
You
Like
gotta
name a
be.
show. Like I'm not gonna name my show because everybody knows my opinion
If I hope
on
yours is not the same.
just what's a show that everybody's like, oh my God,
I like
if you
Jeff.
black, you gotta watch that show,
I
but
like
you
Jeff.
just kind of like, nah, man, that's not really my speed.
Oh man, that's a good question because I don't really know. Like I didn't really do TV shows back in the day like
But
that.
I mean, just a show. Like maybe you binge watched it, or maybe you watched it again, or maybe it was part of your life.
I have to get my card revoked because I don't really like. God, I don't know because I like all of them to be honest. Like I enjoy the Martins. I enjoy. You know what? Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper. All
Hanging
right,
with Mr. Cooper.
hang on,
I
Mr.
ain't
Cooper.
really get that. Oh, and the Steve Harvey show. I ain't like that one either.
It was the
Okay.
The
same
Steve Harvey
show.
show.
It was the same.
Yeah,
Steve just stole the concept. That's the same show.
well, yeah. Now that I think about it, yeah, yeah. Those two I ain't really get down with.
Yeah, I said I don't like Martin. Martin's
You don't like
trash.
Martin?
Martin's trash.
Okay, now you're being
Gina, come on,
disrespectful.
man.
Now you're being disrespectful
Gina.
and calling him trash. You're trying to get a reaction out of it, and it's no, no.
Martin
You're
is
right.
trash.
I was
I
hoping you
enjoy
wouldn't
Martin.
say that.
The white shoes and all.
You must have
Come
just
on,
watched that
man.
episode because you're trying to be funny.
Martin was good, man.
Huh?
All of it.
I'm not
Well, the
saying.
last season I can't
I'm
watch,
not
but
saying it wasn't
Bruh,
a
man, from the fifth floor.
from the
from the
fifth
Come
floor.
fifth
on, man.
flow,
From the fifth floor. Come on, man.
all the characters, all of them,
Oh, you know what
especially
the?
Bruh and shoot Tracy Morgan's character.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Hustle
yeah,
man.
yeah, yeah. Hustle
Hustle
man.
Man. There we go. Thank
Hustle
you.
man.
You
So
said
Yeah.
yeah.
nah, it's trash.
You want some chitlin low?
It's trash. It's okay. I mean, you guys can like it. It's okay. I don't think less.
Well,
I
you
don't
said
think
you didn't
less of
like
you.
it last time. Now you're saying it's trash.
No, I
You
said
trying
I
to
said I said it
trash
was trash. I
too
did.
much.
I did. I said you can rewind it. I said it was trash.
I am gonna run it back because you're being ridiculous.
You know
All right,
what?
Ah,
let's
You
talk
know what
about
I enjoy now is that the age we are and like comedians. Like when you look back at like all the comedians and you remember Def Comedy Jam.
mhm.
mm-hmm.
Like we saw all those comedians that are popular
Coming up.
now in their old
Mm-hmm.
like Bernie Mac, all those guys like that takes the cake to see like the whole history. That's what
Yeah.
I enjoy being at this age.
Coming up. Yep. I what was that? The Chappelle one? Oh my goodness, he was so skinny, it was ridiculous. I look back, I said, dang, I didn't realize just how skinny he was.
Mhm.
But yeah, his comedy was crazy on Def Comedy
Yeah.
Jam. But I mean, no, if you he started his comedy at 14 or 15, right? Like look back to when you were 14 or 15, what you look like? A skeleton. I'm sure.
Yeah.
We, we were listen. We were malnutrition. Okay, we eat food. What is this thing you call food?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. So
That's a
yeah,
different
but
lifetime. I
yeah,
told you.
he
Yeah.
definitely got bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He got heavier. He got way heavier.
Yeah.
Um. So what's a fallback movie? Like my fallback movie when we were in typhoons and stuff was a life. Like so, if you need to be entertained, if you just like, man, I got now, mind you, I'll let y'all in on this. Like Seth used to work at Best Buy when he was like 19, and so his addiction from like 19 to like 22 was movies. So when
Oh
I
no,
tell you, uh,
you got me messed up. You mean 19 until I was like forever.
uh, like no, when
Like
I
I
tell you, this man used to work at Best Buy, and this is back in the day when you used to have to buy your movies, like buy them. This man had a wall. It's like a 20-foot wall that was wall to wall, floor to ceiling of DVDs.
And those drones was like $20 a pop.
Nothing but
I used to
DVDs.
I used to
Dang.
buy three movies a night just to watch them. I'm an introvert, so I used to stay home a lot. I wasn't out there doing crazy. I worked and I came home, so
Oh
that's what I would do. I would
wow.
just
Three movies a
and
night.
it was just I've seen so I had to be by the time I stopped buying them, I had to at least have over like maybe 3,000 movies at least,
Bro.
at least.
Oh man. Yeah, no. I'm cheap. I am frugal. I'm like, when can I rent that? Okay,
Mm-mm.
I can get it back to you in 4 days.
This
I
man,
was living alone with my mama.
Yeah,
And
this
that $20 was on the low end.
yeah, this man had a wall full of movies. I used to come over and be like, the fuck is this? Like,
Oh, you got
why
the
is
I've
this
seen that.
so
Yeah.
many?
Let me pick out the catalog.
Bruh. All right,
It was
so what's your fallback
oh,
movie? What's the movie you watch when you're like, man, I just need to pick me up. I need to watch something to entertain. I need to watch something to laugh. What's your fallback?
oh man, it's so bad. To be honest, I want to say, and I don't want to be cliche because he's popular, but anything with Bernie Mac in it, anything that had any booty call with Jamie Foxx and what you call it, the one I can't remember his name right now.
The Lenny Kravitz
How
looking dude, or are you talking about Tommy Davidson?
not Tommy Davidson. Like any of those comedies from the '90s, black comedies from the '90s, Sprung, anything from I like those. They just take you just it's just raw. It was uncut and it was just good. Anything like that. Any comedy from the
Well,
any black comedy from the '90s. House
well,
Party,
Think of how to be a player too.
How to Be a Player. Oh come on, your beige mother. Excuse my language. Turn the music down. Yeah, beige mother. Listen, Bernie had class. Listen, what's called the one movie I really enjoy. Who's the Man with Dr. Dre and Ed Lover when they became cops in New York, and Bernie was in the barbershop. Oh man, classic,
I don't remember that one.
Good.
Oh, you got to watch it, bro. Oh man,
You
these
made me run
movies.
it back.
Listen. You got to just sit down and just watch those black comedies from back then. And you just the jokes, just everything is just like, oh man, it's classics, man.
What was the one with Bill Bellamy in it?
How to
Which
Be a Player.
how to be a
Was
player?
that How to Be a
He
Player?
was the main. Yeah.
That
Oh,
was
I
Bill
was. You
Bellamy.
know what I was thinking about? I was thinking about Players Club.
Oh no,
No,
not
no,
players.
that's Ice Cube.
Yeah, yeah. Was
This
Ice Cube in
bucket
Players
naked.
Club?
It's gonna be trouble, trouble. Forget about. Yeah, that's Bernie. Bernie. I'm telling you, he wasn't like the star of the movies, but he was in them. And
Hmm.
any scene that he just stole it, man. He just
Yeah,
stole it. It was just
that
Yeah.
is
classic, man.
true. Dang. All right,
Yeah,
that's a
I
good one.
if I got to be entertained for a while, I usually binge watch The Wire. That's
oh,
usually
Oh, you said movie though.
what movie. Oh, I mean, yeah, I guess for some movie, House Party is probably the one I go to. But nobody, I like Class Act. Like nobody likes Class Act the way I like Class Act.
Yo, Davina, I thought you were gonna play with my friend.
I thought you was gonna play with my froggy. Listen,
You said bowling.
I still remember that movie coming out and you guys going to the movie theater and seeing it. And I was mad because I was too young. It's rated R, so I couldn't see it. But when I got to see it, I was like, man, this movie is great. Kid and Play, like not to be corny, like Kid and Play was the
Yeah,
joint back in the day.
Yeah,
yeah.
Kid and Play was. You
If
look at
you
it now, it's like we was corny as hell watching that Audi 5000. What?
bruh, bruh,
What? It
hey,
G's like
it's
it
cool
ain't what it
until
is. It
something else
G's
beats
like.
it, and it was the coolest at the time.
bruh.
Do you remember the scene when he was teaching him how to talk Ebonics?
Yeah,
He
yeah,
was like,
yeah.
"What
Bees
is it B's
fly
like?"
on the plane.
And I was like, "What is wrong with us?"
He's like, "Are you deaf?" I'm the deafest
You're
dude
deaf.
on this block. Big Blade Brown is the biggest asshole.
Man, Demeter,
You said you were
Demeter, I thought you was gonna play with my froggy.
Yeah, man. I love that show, man. I fucking love that show.
oh, that is good.
That was
I
a good
just
movie.
that is good. I'm
Yeah.
yeah. Class act, I can quote it. I got some quotables from class act, so you're not alone there. That's funny.
Listen, you want to watch a good one? Go back and watch the scene in House Party. I think it was like House Party 4 when they had Immature in it,
Hmm.
and they went to dinner with the dad, and Bernie Mac was in there. He was like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh! I know who you is. Your name
Oh,
used to be Jawbone back in the day. Ooh, she used to sell the business. You're a lucky man. You're a lucky man." Listen, that scene alone takes it for me.
Yeah,
I
that
watched that
that the
like
one with
all the
Bernie
time on
in it was
YouTube.
crazy because I was like, I don't like, I love the first one, and I'm like, oh, and then when they put Bernie in there, I was like, oh, yes, yes, please, I'll take more.
Mhm.
So what's a movie
Mhm.
today though? Like, what's the best one that you guys have seen recently? Do you have any that you've seen that are like, yeah, I'm gonna keep that one in the back of my mind for to run it back?
Man,
um,
that's a
Yeah, today, man, I like I like Jonathan Majors, right? I'm mad that they canceled him like they did, man, because Jonathan Majors is my dude, right? And I was watching Netflix and stuff. I don't know if you saw it. There was a one on Netflix, the Last Man in San Francisco,
I
bro.
don't think
It was
let
a
me
horrible movie, man, but I watched it. It was terrible. Like, yo, like if you got Netflix, I don't know if you still got Netflix or not, but if you do, look up Last Man in San Francisco.
You said it was terrible. Why am I looking it up?
Bruh, because you got to watch it because you have to experience the terribleness.
I'll
I'm
give it
good.
Jonathan Majors, but the one he brought out recently with what's called the cowboy movie he had on Netflix. I can't remember the name of it right now.
Okay.
It's escaping me.
Yeah, yeah. You're talking about I know what you're talking about. The Harder They Fall.
Yeah,
Good
The
man.
one
movie.
with Regina King?
Yeah,
Okay, okay, okay.
good movie.
The Harder They that was a good western. And I love westerns. Clint
Yeah,
Eastwood, all the old ones. I love
Yeah.
what, but that one right there with Nat Love and just the premise and the storytelling and the acting,
yeah.
by
The
far.
acting was top notch. Who? Oh my gosh, the
Was
Keith,
Idris in that one?
Kiefer.
Idris was in there. Yep, yep. Idris
Is
was in
his
it.
name
The one
Kiefer?
produced.
Keith. Oh
I know you're
gosh,
talking about. You talking about your
That
man
one?
that
You
you
talking?
like a lot.
the skinny one.
You talking about the one that was on that one the movie I told you to watch.
Oh yes.
Sorry to bother me. You seen Sorry to
Yeah.
bother me?
No, I don't think I
Oh my
watched it.
God, that's another one you gotta watch.
Don't watch it. Please don't watch
Sorry to
it.
bother you. It's where
Well,
he
in there
puts
now.
it's with Danny Glover. He puts on the white voice. He's like, "Hey, sorry
Oh
to
yeah.
bother you, sir." Da, 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 da. That right there, the ending threw me. The ending, like I'm like,
Yeah, I was fine until they added like the last 15 minutes. I was like, what is this?
like they should have shut it off.
I
Like,
mean,
I don't want to
most
give it
of
away.
the things are good.
You gotta watch it.
Don't watch it. You know what? Go
I
watch
give
it and then come back to.
I I seen the trailers for it, but it never interests me. I never what you call it. I like that dude as an actor too. He's a good actor.
I can't remember his name for some reason. But yeah, yeah, I like his role in that
Hmm.
movie too.
Y'all see any of the new movies out that I haven't seen? I haven't seen what's that one where the spaceship people aliens are coming down? It's not Get Out. It's along that line.
No, I
Nope.
haven't seen it.
Talking
Nope,
about that one?
not Nope. Is it Nope? Yeah, Nope.
Nope came out recently. It's been out for a while, but
You ain't watch it either? Oh,
I watched Nope. I watched
oh,
it. I enjoyed that one too. That one actually was really good. The one with with the
yeah, they sitting on the porch.
I can't remember. I
Uh,
can't remember what you're talking about. Is you talking about the one that the Key and Peele guy that directed it? You talking
Yeah,
about that one,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
he
Oh yeah,
come
I
to
watched it.
it's
Yeah.
got the dude from Wakanda on there that had all the I
Yep.
think he had all the bumps.
Yeah. Yeah. I watched it. It was good. It
Z
was all
Z
right. I didn't
confused.
understand the ending. I
See
didn't
them.
like the ending though. I didn't
I
like
ain't
the ending.
watch it. I was just not. I wasn't with it. Those are starting to become like slave movies to me. I can't watch slave movies no more. Like I ain't watched 17 Years a Slave. I ain't watching them things no more, man. I still haven't watched Color Purple, the new one, just because I know there's a lot of singing in it. I don't think I can handle all that
Oh,
singing.
yeah, there's a lot
you
of
know what? The argument I have with that though is like those classic movies that they're remaking. I understand they're doing it for the kids now and the younger, but
Yeah,
like they were so good when they made them. You know what I mean? And the actors that was in them and how they portrayed the roles. And now
yeah.
it's like, how do you go? You know what I mean? How
you
you make it a
can't
musical?
top
Come on,
it.
bro.
Yeah, you some things you
Your
should just
show
release
is
and say, oh,
ugly.
right? Like, no, I
Terrible.
agree with that. What was the one? It was like game night or something like that, with all the black
Oh
people in
yeah,
it.
that was
Was it
disappointing.
called Black Game Night? I
Yeah,
forget what the
that
name
was
of it was.
disappointing, man. Like terribly disappointing. And it was yeah, it was Black Game Night or something, whatever it was. I was upset. So I was like, this is trash. Because it was just black characters, and I guess it was like, oh, who's gonna be the first to die?
Hmm.
Because they're black.
And they were all
So
black.
yeah, so that was terrible.
Yeah,
Thank you for joining us for another episode of Culturally Incorrect. Please join us next time.